The formula for time period of simple harmonic motion, time period of simple harmonic motion in term of inertial factor means mass and spring constant, that means K. The value of the spring constant and inertial mass is different in different cases. This is K, this is inertial mass, is different in different cases, that we'll find discussed later. Is actually, as we know, force is equals to what? Mass into acceleration, and we have find acceleration is equals to minus of omega square y. So if we compare these two sides, we get what we get here. Omega square is, or according to Hooke's law, force is also equals to minus of ky, where y is the displacement from the mean position. So if we compare first and the second equation, we will get ky is equals to, with minus and minus sign here, minus omega square y. Y get cancelled with y, and with minus we get omega square equals to k by m, or omega is equals to under root of k by m, where k is what here? Spring constant or spring factor, and m is inertial factor. M is inertial factor. Omega we get in term of this, where time period is equals to 2 pi by omega, where omega is angular frequency. So instead of omega, we can also write it is equals to under root of k by m, or it equals to 2 pi under root of m by k. So we can say time period for simple harmonic motion is 2 pi under root of inertial factor upon spring factor, This is the formula of time period for simple harmonic motion in the term of inertial factor and the spring factor. In the term of displacement and acceleration, we can also write that is 2 pi under root of displacement by acceleration. We can also prove this. You must try this by yourself. You can easily approach this expression. So this is the formula for the time period which is basically used. So we are going to check few example of the simple harmonic motion. This is first is of simple pendulum, motion of a pendulum, and for this we are going to find the time period. I am doing it here. Let us consider a pendulum of effective length L. Let it approaches here. This length is L. Tension is acting in this direction. Let this angle be theta. Mass is acting in downward direction. It will have two factor. One in this direction, other in this direction. That is just a minute. This is L is the effective length. If making an angle theta here, two factors acting here. This is mg. This angle is again theta. Mg cos theta. This is mg sin theta. This mg sin theta is providing it a rotational motion to the length. As we know, tau in rotation chapter we have learned tau is equals to the rotational force that is acting is mg sin theta into displacement or a perpendicular distance from the fixed position, that is L. Where this, let this be equation number 1. Where according to Hooke's law, force is directly proportional to displacement. Here force, instead of force we have angular rotational force, and angular displacement must be there, that is equals to k theta. This is second equation. If we consider angle to be small, we consider that angle is small, then sine theta is approximately equals to theta, and we get in this expression, instead of this we will get theta. Now comparing 1 and 2, you will get mg theta L is equals to k theta. Theta get cancelled with theta. From here we get the value of k, that is mgl, where this k is what? Spring constant here. So the value of the spring constant we get here, that is k is equals to mgl, where spring constant, or we can say spring factor, where the value of the inertial factor is ml square. So for the formula of time period, if I substitute the value 2 pi under root of inertial factor, that is ml square, spring factor, that is mgl, m get cancelled with this, l with this, we get time period for a simple pendulum is equals to under root of l by g. We get value of this. As time period is directly proportional to under root of l, it means if length increases, time period decreases. Means at hills and the mine, at hills, as the length increases, the pendulum clock will start losing their time. They will get slow. So that's why at hill pendulum clock show less time. So for L greater than radius of the earth, this formula is not effective. This formula is not effective. Other thing we get, T is inversely proportional to G. If value of G decreases, means time period increases. So that's why at hills and mines, where G decreases, so time period increases, pendulum clocks get slowed down.